David's Bridal is assuring customers in Wisconsin that its stores will remain open despite a state filing indicating the company plans to shave off nearly 150 jobs in the state. The Department of Workforce Development's list of layoff notices shows the bridal shop told the agency a layoff or closing could occur, and a total of 147 jobs might be affected. The locations where the cuts could occur include a Madison store and others across the state. As for the impact on customers, David's Bridal says the company, quote, expects dresses will arrive on time and bridal appointments will not be impacted.